what is it that New Zealand and Finland and Canada are doing better than us, and then pinch it and do it better than them next time around. Other regrets I got, well, when we brought in free prescriptions, I wish now that we had done what Finland had done 10 or 15 years ago, and to have competitions for the fittest village in Wales, or the fittest valley in Wales, I suppose, valleys in Finland, that they haven't. And maybe we could have done it at the time of free prescriptions if I'd have really tried to drive it through. It wouldn't have been easy. They've done it in Finland. I can't see why we can't or couldn't have as well. We weren't strategic enough in the first half of the Objective 1 programme in 2000 to 2003, and we didn't push local government hard enough on the Beecham agenda. And then, of course, on funding the Assembly. I made a speech in the middle of the 1998 discussion in the House of Commons of the Government of Wales Act that for devolution to be sustainable, you must have two things. You must have a proper resource allocation formula, and you must have a proper disputes resolution process. We don't yet have either. I don't think it's an insuperable job. When you think of how the government in Westminster did accept the verdict of the Office of National Statistics over PFI, they didn't quarrel with it. They simply said, okay, to the ONS, because it's an independent parliamentary body now, and they said, okay, whatever you say about the debts of the PFI schemes, as to whether they should be on the balance sheet or they should be off the balance sheet, the government wanted them off the balance sheet, but the ONS ruled that they should be on the balance sheet, and they accepted it. Now, there's no reason, therefore, if they accept the verdict, despite the fact that all UK governments have traditionally thought of themselves as absolutely sovereign, but they have to accept somebody else's verdict. They did over PFI. There's no reason why a variant of the ONS couldn't possibly have been brought in to rule, as the Commonwealth Grants Commission does in disputes over federal funding versus state funding in Australia. Some variant of the Privy Council perhaps could be brought in as well. But we do need it. We do need it because although we were operating on Barnet Plus for a lot of that period during Objective 1, but then when the Olympics came along, I know it only comes along once every 50 years, but that was a minus, therefore there was a subtraction from the Barnet Plus, but because of the way the Olympics were structured, quite wrongly in my view, as regards the legacy expenditure on the Olympics, not so much the sports stadia and so on, but certainly the transport and urban regeneration expenditure. So, and finally, I suppose the logical conclusion of that is that this country, in the sense of the United Kingdom, will have to move to a written constitution at some point. Well after my time, I'd like to think that might happen, certainly before I pop my clogs, and certainly perhaps within the next 10 years, that we might see a written constitution which would enshrine then the dispute resolution mechanism and the resource allocation formula. And so, if I could finally end on a line of English poetry, which I always remember, I loved reciting in junior school, that is, men may come and men may go, but I go on forever. And I do go on forever, sometimes I don't, but it was about the brook, I think, and really the significance of it is that politicians may come and politicians may go, but institutions like this do go on forever, and they do develop, and I think that's the key thing. So I'm hoping that if you can adapt that phraseology of, this institution will go on forever and go on developing forever so that it can continue to provide an ever better service for the people of Wales. And I've been enormously grateful to be in at the founding of it in 1999 and now bowing out in 2011, 12 years later. Diolch yn fawr.
Diolch yn fawr iawn.